Okay, we're live.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Half-Ass Show here on MNR. It's Saturday night. This is all we do on Saturday nights because we're old and tired and we don't give a shit.
We don't want to go out. Well, no, we
That
went
too,
out.
also.
We went
We
out.
went out earlier, thank you.
Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I'm just.
Because, we don't want to go out. Where we live, if you go out at night, you can get shot.
Oh, pew pews and the boom booms and the give me your money. I have a
And
gun.
the yeehaws!
Yeah. Especially the yeehaws. That's more. What is it? North? What is it? Right?
I don't fucking know or care.
Well, I'm talking about that place that
Hmm.
has like the riding horse police. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, that's up. Yeah, that's up a little north of us, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're just going to hang on here. We're going to get this out of our system right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of stuff going on this week that there's a lot of opinions on,
Mm-hmm.
and our response is simply this.
Just don't look, just don't look.
All right?
I just put
Ah.
them on. So, yeah, just don't look, I guess.
Yeah. I'm kind of tired of talking about that shit. I mean, we're going to talk about something we talk about a lot, but I always try to find some fresh take or opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
But this shit that's going on with Star Wars and all that stuff,
Yeah, you're getting tired of it.
yeah, it's like I have people now like talking to me like, "Did you believe this happened?" I'm like, "Okay," and I like point blank said to one of them like, "Why are you caring that much if this is bothering you?" It's like I'm gonna eat this shit steak, but it cost me $3 and I'm gonna eat it even though I hate it.
It's a $3 steak. It shouldn't be good if it's a $3 steak.
Are you seeing my point?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I'm just getting fed up with it, and it's like I understand that the circle of hate that is the internet loves this kind of shit, but I'm getting off the merry-go-round. I just want to get that out there right now. If you guys came here to hear us bitch about Star Wars and all that stuff, I've said my piece. And my piece, if you guys didn't get one more time, because I made this clip.
Oh god.
Just don't look, just don't look.
Gotta
Pretty
fucking
simple.
lower the volume of that because I'm gonna go fucking deaf.
Okay, you were saying earlier you liked how it was loud.
Yeah. But I didn't. Well, I have the sound louder on my end right now, so it's
Okay.
like yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's fine.
All right,
It's all
but
good. You put the
mhm.
point across.
Yeah. I'm fiercely proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, other than that, hope you guys are having a good show or having a good weekend. We're having a good. We're not even 5 minutes into the show yet, so let's not even say it's a good show yet.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's having a good weekend. I would like to say welcome to our couple of new followers we got over the week, actually, because despite my lack of streaming, we actually, well, at least streamed. I didn't. We have Sedition Through Scorns and Damage Control Blog, who I actually jumped into their stream. If you guys aren't following them and you want to see some masochism, give Damage Control Blog a follow, because when they get to 200 followers, they're going to play the classic, and I use air quotes there, Genesis game Comic Zone.
Oh fuck.
So give them credit where credit's due. They're taking on a Herculean task of frustration.
That sounds awesome. That sounds like
Yeah.
a good fucking time, I guess.
Oh, they were playing, I think, Final Fantasy, the After Years or something when I stopped in there. And I just said, I'm following you just because I like the idea of you guys playing Comic Zone. Like, that just entertained me to no end.
I don't even remember
Did you ever play
that
that game?
I think we rented it because we had like for
Okay.
5 minutes to Sega's Genesis.
Genesis?
So, yeah, so
So, if you ever get bored and you want to play it, we have it, because I'm crazy like that. And it's a comic book beat 'em up. Gee, this sounds exactly up my alley.
yeah.
But it is notoriously hard. Like, how bad is it? I was talking to them. I even said, it's like, I swear to God, I looked through like every video game FAQ work tube I could find of that.
Mhm.
I was like, there has to be special moves that I don't know to do that make this easier. There have to be. Nope, it's just a punch and a kick. Good luck.
Fuck. That sounds
Yeah.
amazing. That sounds like a bad time. Like two
Yeah,
two things that you can do. It's no okay.
Well, you can jump too. But I will say, like, some of the stuff they do, like, they're very interactive with the gimmick. Like, you can climb on the bars of the comic panels to do things, or like the guy will rip the page to move to the next page. Like there's things that it's like it's playing with the perspective. It's almost Deadpool like.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's an interesting little game, but it's a very hard game. I don't think I made it past level 2.
Yeah, I don't think I ever played
So
that. I don't think so.
yeah, we were more Streets of Rage kids. I feel because we were on
Yeah.
the streets of rage.
Well, I was actually on the streets, raging over kids. I guess when I was a kid.
I was on the streets fighting tractors.
Yeah, you used to live near nothing, so I understand.
Yeah, I was in the streets, yo. I fought
Yeah.
the tractors with my burn upper. I took those tractors down. Let me tell you. Maybe I was thinking more Street Fighter. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Well,
Sounds fun.
they took out cars. Tractors are an escalation.
No, I just got nothing. I got nothing.
You're like, I just need to stop.
I
him from doing
remember. I
stupid
remember living up there, and there was nothing going around but
shit. Yeah,
spooky shit.
and you're like, God, this is peaceful. And then we come down here, and it's like,
God. No,
I.
I know. I miss that. I miss the peace and quiet, the silence. Ugh. I mean, idiots are gonna be anywhere you go. It's like
Of course.
you open up a thing, you lift a fucking rock. There's gonna be idiots. It's just a
Yeah.
matter of the type and the level. So
Yeah. But yeah. So coming up tonight, if you saw our Twitch or our Twitter and Mastodon posts, it's going to be a little AI heavy, but it's kind of like anti-AI. If you haven't figured out yet on this channel, we are not pro AI art, so we are going to take a stand on that as usual. And finally, Terrence Howard gets a peer review treatment. That was a fun one to read, and
I kind of wanna. I want to hear about that one. I
Yeah.
totally missed it. So
Yeah. And also, we had a Nintendo Direct, which I'm gonna just say this now. I'm not upset. I'm actually rather happy. 2 weeks ago, I said that something would happen, and now I get to say I fucking told you so.
Yeah, I was like, at least give him something because he's still waiting for Spider-Man like a poor bastard. So give him something for the love of God.
Actually, there was a lot of stuff in that Nintendo Direct, but we'll get to that in a few minutes here.
Mm-hmm.
So, you were busy on the social medias this week, but not the one you're thinking.
Ah, yeah. This week I've been stuck in Kara. I still don't know how to be a prodigy on the internets. I just do my thing, I guess. But I did some damage control to see what gets more likes and shit. And Kara is winning by a mile.
Country mile.
A big fucking mile. Yeah, all this week I took it as let's draw sexy guys and let's see what happens. All my guys are popular with the gays, which is great. I don't care. They're for anyone. But Kara has been really good to me. Like there's a lot
And if you guys want to find her, she's on there. We're also over there on the Magic Ninja Robot, but that's mainly more for me. But this is more you go.
Yeah, so I'm posting a lot of artworks. I'm posting updates. I don't like that it's like it's an echo chamber, but it's an echo chamber for fucking artists, which is fine. It's what it used to
Just what
be.
should be.
It's like what it used to be DeviantArt before it got horribly wrong. So
I actually was trying to get a coworker to go on there, like to show her paintings. So we may have another person that promotes soon.
oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far so good. Twitter for me anymore is just poop. Really. Oh, thank you so much.
Very nice, Ghost. Welcome in. I will also say, if you guys want to know more about the dominant ones, we are posting, like Illy's posting the art there, and since we have the Magic Ninja account, I'm actually kind of I'm doing reposts, but I'm doing quote reposts, but it's with information about like character design and some background on the characters themselves. So if you guys want to see a little more behind that, and if I were a betting man, there might be some news coming in July.
Yes.
So just keep your ear to the ground on that one. We might have something soon.
Well, I just like I said, I'm trying my best. If I'm drawing only guys right now, is because I want to practice them. Don't worry, the tits are coming back. It's fine. Just a matter
But
of.
they have to be safe for work for Kara, just to be fair.
Oh yeah. So I did that. Like I tried to post like some older stuff, and they have a real
Mhm.
tight, very fucking tight thing on nips. If there's a nip,
I
it's
think for right now, it's gonna be like that just to kind of get the water. I have a feeling they'll release that restriction
that's
before you know it.
fine. No, I think it's better because then it's gonna get biased. There's so many places where you can.
Ah,
Yeah, there's so many fucking places where you can post not safe for work stuff, and if that's the place to post the good shit, that's fine, and you can go around it. You don't have to like. It doesn't have to be
mhm.
explicit or anything. So, I like that. Also,
I always kind. Oh god.
sorry. Oh my god. Yes, I tried.
No clue.
No, it's just that, like I said, I'm just trying my best. I did show off, like, at the start of all this, all the progress of my character, and everyone loved it. Like, oh, I didn't know that you're, like, they died with the Cult of the Lamb one. It's like, I didn't know it was that popular, but sure. So, it's a really nice, refreshing place to not worry about that kind of stuff, you know?
No Sanders joining the cult of Lily's wife.
It's very hard to not go through the waifus of Illy. All
Yeah.
my babies are good, all of them. So
Yeah. I will say I kind of actually appreciate that they have a not safe for work shelter because my opinion is okay. Don't get me wrong. If somebody was doing all that stuff, I'm gonna look. I'm a guy. I think that's natural. But I always kind of felt there was a certain creativity and impliedness to, like, okay, you can have scantily clad women and men.
right,
There's a way to do it that can make it really sexy. I remember there was a line from Mr. Burns where he was talking about like a movie and they're comparing him to Homer, and Homer was like, "Oh yeah, woo, she's naked." And he's like, "Man, this actress back in like the 1930s, she just could show her leg, and it just opened up wild possibilities in a man's mind." So
hell
I kind
yeah.
of lean towards Burns on this one.
There's like I just did one where it's like my wholesome couple, and they're not doing anything. The guy is just like leaning on her thighs, and he's like kinda
Mm-hmm.
like sliding his fingers under her thing on her skirt, but it doesn't show
But you don't
anything
see it.
wrong. Yeah, it doesn't show anything wrong. It just sounds like he's just holding her. And I'm like, that is hot. I'm sorry, that is hot. It's better than like all the porn. Sometimes, like you
Yeah.
just want to feel the
But-
love in that. So
But sometimes you do want to see the porn, so there is the give
Oh,
and
yeah.
take of that. But I lean more towards the impliedness
Yeah, the
more
sec-
than anything.
the sexy shit.
Like I will even say, like there's in the story we were writing.
Yeah.
Naturally, there are scenes with sex,
Duh.
but what we usually do is like when we get into really intense stuff, and I mean, not saying we don't get into intense stuff, but when we get into really intense stuff,
Mhm.
we either come just before it begins or just after it ends. So we let the viewer kind of build what just happened in their head, because that's probably more entertaining than anything I could write.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Manita sudada. And Ghost is going hard. Don't. Oh, shut up.
Hey, man.
What's up?
I mean, I got nothing. I'm just gonna shut up because I feel like I'm gonna step on some outer kegs I shouldn't. So
Jesus, let's just leave it like that.
because of past people we've known more than anything. Yeah.
Gotcha. No, but it's all cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad that there's people that like my fucking shit. So
Mhm.
put a lot of
Yeah, you
love.
can check it out all you want over on Kara, and she does. She puts a lot of effort into these characters. Like I'm just. She gives me the visuals, and I just roll with the story after that. It does make my life a lot easier. I won't lie.
Yeah. I think this week I was telling my secret on how I do things, and it depends. Like, if I'm doing wholesome things, I'm, like, hearing certain playlists. If I'm doing porn, it's all fucking paranormal podcasts. I don't know why I need people talking in the background. I don't know why. It's just a thing. So,
She wants an audience.
I want an audience while I'm doing things so I don't feel bad about it.
Hmm.
No.
Dominant Ones was drawn before a live studio audience.
That sounds so bad. I'm just gonna shut up. Let's just keep it safe for word for now. So
Okay. I will say also, there was a show that came back that Illy was very happy for. Game of Thrones. Your thoughts?
so it's really good. I forgot what happened at the last episode of the season. Brandon hasn't seen it. Hasn't seen it, but I think
Yeah.
I told you that the little kid died being eaten by a
Mhm.
dragon, and this is the whole crumb up and of, well, fuck you, I'm gonna take one of your kids kind of thing. So far it's good, and Matt Smith is like, he's karma. People have been calling him karma because karma is gonna come and fuck you, and that's him. So can't wait for that new season to come. This weekend, tomorrow, if I'm correct, Smiling Friends and
Mhm.
Interview with Vampire ends. So I'm gonna be very sad, but I'm gonna be very happy on Monday. Sad and happy. So yeah, Brandon, I'm really sad. You don't have you have no idea.
No, here's literally what's gonna happen. She's gonna go home.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's gonna end, and then later on, because she's gonna watch it all over again.
Yep. I was seeing, what was it yesterday? I started rewatching all the Smiling Friend things because why not?
Mm.
I needed it for my mental stability. So,
Well,
yeah.
it's like me. Like oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. It's like me. So there was a new issue of the Ultimate Spider-Man that came out this week, and what I like to do, especially when it's like the end of a first story arc or an end of a miniseries,
Mhm.
get all the issues, get them back, and kind of read them so you kind of get up to date. So when you get to the finale, things make sense.
Right. That
And-
makes sense.
I have to be honest. Yeah, I have to be honest. When I read it, I found it much more enjoyable having all of the arc in front of me instead of like month. It was good month to month, but it was like kind of nice. Like, oh, I forgot that happened. Oh, this is a really good story. There's good character. It's like all the things I like, and it's like just kind of like reminding me, and it's just making me enjoy it more.
I would like to do that with the mangas that I'm reading, but they've been so fucking long. I'm not gonna go read
Hmm.
80 fucking issues. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's me. Sorry.
I will also say another comic I actually managed to read this week was the Destro comic book. Yes, they gave him his own comic book now,
Like Deathstroke.
and
from
it's kind of like
DC.
imagine a Bond. No, from GI Joe.
Thank you. You need to explain.
Yeah, the Energon universe. It's basically Destro doing like Bond villain things, kind of. Like he's just running, like he just takes over a country to make it a front for like arms dealing, and then just casually has like a show of the show and all that stuff. It's just it's like if you took Scarface and a James Bond villain and fused them together, this would be Destro right now.
Wow.
Yeah. There's not a lot of development on the character of Destro. It's more world building, but it was just very funny when it's like you think about it. It's like this guy's just like walking around like nothing happened. It's like, yeah, I have all this equipment. Who's buying?
Cool. At least it makes you happy.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Also, on the gaming front, I actually did play something this week, but it was a little retro.
What was it? Oh, yeah. I've been hearing you.
Yeah, Mega Man 02, because I just kind of built up. I was like, I just want to play this, and then it's next thing, it's like, well, if I finished Mega Man 02, I guess I should start Mega Man 03. As Stellar Boyd sits there looking at me collecting dust, like, why?
I've been wanting to play it, but I feel sad this week, so it's been all over the place. I should be playing it because I feel like it's gonna make me feel happy, but yeah,
Well, that's on you.
that's on me.
I'll probably get back into it probably like over the week or something. So, but it was just funny. It was like, it's like I got this game. And it's like I just took this sudden detour into retro land, and now I'm back.
It happens way more than you think. Sometimes you have like this new game, you're like, oh, okay, and you go back to something stupid, like I don't know, something on PlayStation 1 is like, why? I don't know.
Well, when it comes to the Mega Man Zero series,
Mm-hmm.
I think I had 2, 3, and 4 on cartridge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I think I still have them. And then they made a DS collection, and I'm like, well, I kind of want it all in one package, so I bought the DS collection.
Oh.
And then they put another Mega Man Zero collection out, but with the ZX stuff, and that's the one I was playing, and I'm like, wow, I don't know how. I guess I like this series more than I want to admit.
I never played those, honestly.
Oh, so everybody that talks about Dark Souls and how hard they are,
Mm-hmm.
Mega Man Zero waves at you and laughs.
It's like, haha, pussies.
Well, considering one of the endgame levels, first off, if you die,
Mm-hmm.
game over. Like if you're trying to like get an item or something, game over. It's like, well, you fucked up. Now live with the consequences. You have to load another save file.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like Fire Emblem rules. It's like, oh, you fucked up. Well, you're stuck with it. Oh, you want to reload? Okay, you're still fucked with it. Like you can get the stuff, but you have to keep reloading that save file. So you have to kind of pay attention to your save files.
Oh shit.
And also you got it's the usual Mega Man X gimmick of find the sub tanks, find the hearts. Although these are cyber elves that you actually kill these elves to get power. So it's like another dark. Yeah, they're the storyline of this. If you think Mega Man X was dark, this game is just like oh, I am like emo. I am like writing my own Black Parade here with my Z Saber.
Cyber elves? Like elves? Like ELBES?
Yeah, they're like little ELF.
Oh, elves. It's still the same
Yeah.
thing. It's like what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like you would like build them up and then you just sacrifice them to like whatever but metal god, I guess, and it's like, oh, you suddenly have more vitality, or oh, you can do this easier. But if you use them too much, the game will penalize you also.
What? Okay.
Yeah, that's the kind of games we're dealing with here. And so what I'm getting to is like the first Mega Man Zero, there is a literal room where you are in a room all spiked, except for your little platform and a ladder, and you have to make to it without dying. Which you can do if you get the cyber elf that lets you survive spikes, or you could just chance it and just play it through on the minimum controls and just pray to God you get it done. Either way, it's fucking hard.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this. Every time you play something that is like making you angry and hard, I hear from the other side of the room. This one, I don't hear you complaining. In this case, I don't hear you complaining about everything. It sounds like you're actually enjoying it. Does that make sense?
Well, it's also like first off, yes, I am the guy that usually I'm sacrificing the cyber elves to whatever metal god there is. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Right. Makes sense.
I mean, I'm owning that one. I don't care. It's like I just want to play these games to enjoy. I find the story very interesting. Okay, the robots are trying to kind of just save humanity, but humanity's not letting them be saved type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a whole kind of power grip, and then we got like a guy who got his. There's a whole convoluted drama story, which is very Japanese.
Very. Sounds like aha.
Yeah. But it's honestly, if you want like a challenging game, like I know people say Celeste is good and all that stuff, go boot one of these fuckers up. I would actually say you could even, unless you want to know the whole story, you could just jump right into Mega Man Zero 2 and pick it up and not miss a beat. They'll fill everything in. But if you just want the full experience, you do Mega Man Zero 1 to 4. But they're some of the best Mega Man X style platformers I ever played.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, that's and you're playing as Zero, the guy with the saber. Come on.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Zero. He was my crush.
No. Nope. You do know we have a Mega Man Zero figure sitting in our closet, right?
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah, that's from that game.
Oh yeah, I know that. I mean, we don't have the space to put him up eventually, I guess.
Well, I think we're going to when we get back. We can put them up. It's just I haven't done it because we were talking about that was when we started packing stuff away because I think I did have them out at one point.
Probably.
That doesn't matter.
You probably did, honestly. So.
Yeah, but okay, but yeah, that was what I've been up to this week, and that's what Emily's been up to this week. So fun, huh?
Sounds like it.
All right, so let's get into this Nintendo Direct thing so we can get into the other stuff because. This is, like, it's our not E3 coverage, which we kind of missed the mark, and we should have made, like, a promo bumper for that so we could have done that.
Yeah, I never think about that anymore sometimes. It's like,
that's okay.
Hey.
All right, so I'm kind of going down a list. I got it from NintendoLife.com, so if anybody wants to follow along, you can check out over there, and you can find the videos there, too, for the announcements. So the Nintendo Direct started up, and first out of the gate, we get a new Mario and Luigi game, Brothership!
Yeah, I thought that was the cutest thing ever. I did see the trailer for that one.
Yeah, it looked cute. It looked fun. I mean, it is a Mario game at the end of the day, and hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That'll be out this year.
Okay.
It'll be out this year. November 7th, 2024 will be its release date. So it's not. It's right around the corner, honestly.
So it's a Christmas one, like they call it.
There will be quite a few of those through this. Just getting ready for that.
Huh.
Next up, and I like the music to this one because it had some great synthwave, but I can give a fuck less about the game, and that's just my personal preference. And that's the Nintendo World Championships NES edition.
Oh
That's
yeah.
coming out. That's like remember, yeah.
Yeah.
That's coming out. You can do the whole online thing and all that. If you like it, cool. That's really not for me. More because I just don't want to play like bite sizes of games I already own.
It's
But I also understand
yeah.
the appeal of like speedrunning and all that.
Yeah, I remember that, and I saw all the people that were. I remember the ad that they show all the people that compete on that shit, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what? It's like, where's the original guy? Oh, there he is. Oh my god, he's so old.
Yeah. We look better than him. Woo.
Yeah, we're the generation that just doesn't give a shit. That's the thing. So.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. A couple of anime-ish games. Fairy Tail 2. Apparently, it's covering some arc from the show or manga or whatever. That's out this year.
No idea.
Oh, yeah, I don't either. There's a game that came from Apple Arcade called Fantasia Neo Dimension, and that is by the guys that did the original Final Fantasy games. Like the composer and the creator built that game up. It was a design exclusive for Apple Arcade. It's now going to be released for all the consoles. I think it's a time exclusive on the Switch. Don't quote me on that. But if you want some old school Final Fantasy and a guy cross-dressing, it looks like as 2B from Nier Automata, there you go. Because that is a guy. It took me a few minutes. I'm like, is that a guy or girl? Oh my god, that's a guy.
Cool.
Like, it doesn't look that bad, but it's like you cannot look away and see that it is not
That's
it is not a Nier Automata 2B outfit.
Dudes looks like a
Like
lady.
you can't. I don't know if it's intentionally like they're doing that or it's just the designs of that. So
Yeah,
just saying, it's like it is what it is. But looks interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna play it, but it'll be out in winter, so again, something to look forward to. If you have Nintendo Switch Sports, all four of you,
all four of you.
there is a basketball update, so you can look awkward in your house as you try to play basketball from your couch.
So my brother is gonna break something in his house. That's what you're trying to say.
I honestly feel like you're gonna do these types of things. You should do them right. You should get the little thing on your side that you got for your kicking and all that. You got the Switch Joy-Con. You got them, and you commit to it. Like you just commit in your living room. You look like a complete goofball. Like when you want to do a slam dunk, you do it NBA style, NBA Jam style. You just do the helicopter, wham, and the thing should follow you.
I would like to have one of those Just Dance ones because I feel like I need to do more exercise. Nobody's gonna see me.
There is a new Just Dance coming out for the Switch also, so...
Shit, I should try. Honestly, I've been thinking about that. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Whatever.
That's fine.
Whatever.
I mean, that's the only game that I found that it's like, I think 2020, and they were still making Just Dance Wii editions.
Yeah, I know that, right?
Because I picked it up, and I'm like, they make this? I was holding it in my hands like, they fucking make this! And one of my coworkers was like, "Oh yeah, that's like one of the last games they made for the Wii," and I'm like, "They made this."
I kind of want it. Like I played a couple of them when I was back in Mexico.
Oh, I understand the appeal of them. I get that.
Yeah.
I'm more just like you made it for the Switch or not the Switch, the Wii in 2020. That's where I was more wrapping my head around it.
Yeah, I think one of my friends from work has
Like
it.
I was literally yeah, but I was like literally sitting there like, okay, so is this really 2020? It is, okay. Who made this?
I don't get it. I want to say that it's like because the Wii still works, kinda.
Well, yeah, but it's also the logic was at the time, and it does kind of make sense. A lot of people that played those games just bought the system for that game, so I understand that. It was just more, I'm like, the graphics and the audio can still do this for the system? Okay.
It looks better, I guess. Have you ever played those?
I guess, yeah. Do I look like I'm the target demographic for those?
That's kind of why I want to get it. Like if I'm gonna put some money on the on the Switch, I'm gonna like come on, Brandon. Let's dance to the Elton John songs. Like God can stand it. Yeah.
You might get me on the Elton John. I won't lie, but it's like I'm not doing poker face or something.
Oh come on! That wasn't like I saw that video from Telephone this week from the Lady Gaga, and I'm like, damn! I remember dancing that stupid fucking song, and we're dating by then.
And I don't care for Lady Gaga.
Come on, okay.
When Lady Gaga comes on the air, all I do is
Just
go.
don't look. Just don't look.
So fucking loud, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna abuse the fuck out of that. Anyway, the Nintendo Switch Sports thing comes summer 2024, probably just in time for the Olympics. Honestly, I'm surprised there's not more Olympic
Oh
stuff
yeah,
going
that's
on.
next year, right? Where's it gonna be?
That's this year.
Oh shit, where's it gonna be?
Paris.
Paris. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm so disconnected.
So
from the world.
anyway, that's that. Another game that was shown off. I haven't really talked that to you. Memories in Orbit, Mio. It's like a little robot. It kind of looked Hollow Knight-ish. So
Okay.
if you're looking for your next addiction to wait for Silk Song, since everybody's apparently screaming for that, there you go.
Now with the Silk song?
That'll be out 2025.
Hmm.
The Disney Illusion Island game. You know what I'm talking about, like
God.
that little cartoony Disney game.
Yeah.
They got free DLC that was launched that day,
No,
and it was like a little new story adventure of that. So if you got that game and you wanted to boot it up, there you go.
I don't have it. Why?
Yeah, I didn't know you wanted it or something. So
No.
yeah. However, a game Illy probably will want because the granddaddy of Cozy has shown up. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. They did it. The sons of bitches did it.
I saw that thing. It's like.
Illy was like, and the kids,
No, I'm not. No, 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 no. I
and
was
me.
Listen, shut up for a second.
It's just that it's a
Welcome
Hello
to the
Kitty,
Half-Ass Show. We are actually talking about the Nintendo Direct. Continue.
the Hello Kitty Island adventure that I've been waiting since fucking Millhouse was playing it on the fucking episode. I needed it. I didn't know that I was. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Like I didn't think it was gonna fucking happen. Oh yeah, it was South Park, right? Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, it was Butters.
My God, I didn't think it was gonna happen. And then they have all the characters, and then you can make your own fucking character. And the worst thing of all is that it's on with the Agretsuko character. It's also there. Like, so there's anger also in the fucking island. It's like, man, God bless you. God bless Sanru.
And once more, my plan of buying her a Switch Lite pays off, so I can actually play games and she can still play hers.
Yeah.
Because if I had that on a PS5 or something, I ain't touching that thing for months. It's like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Illy, the Street Fighter content, get away from the system. Okay.
I mean, like, get away from me.
It's like I would literally be streaming at like after I drop her off from work on days off. Like, yeah, this is the only time I can play games because otherwise she's playing Hello Kitty Island Adventures. So
Yeah.
welcome to the late shift.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be the little goblin, like, my precious. Oh God, that's gonna happen with me.
And,
with-
and I'll be listening to this the whole time.
That's what it is. That's how I'm gonna sound after being with all the cute characters. I'm not gonna lie there.
Yeah. That comes out in 2025. That's a timed exclusive, I believe, to the Switch console also. So,
Cool. Hey, wait.
let's see here. Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports.
Horrible.
I mean, Among Us update. Moving on. Farmiga, which is basically farming with Monster Rancher elements, I guess. I'm not really sure.
Ah.
Yeah, so that's the thing. That comes out November.
That's really cool.
In the remakes and remasters
department.
in the remakes and remasters department,
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country Returns HD.
For some reason.
It is a re-release of a re-release because they put this out on the Wii. I think the Wii or Wii U originally.
Ah.
Then they ported it to the DS, and it got extra levels.
Mm.
And now you're getting a repackage of everything with the extra levels for the Switch.
Yo, they need to stop and make something new.
So, we'll be getting to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, also in the remake department, and this is a legit remake, and it's actually one that I'm going to keep an eye on more because of curiosity.
Hmm.
Dragon Quest 1, 2,
Oh,
and 3 are getting HD 2D remakes, and the graphics look pretty damn impressive.
cool.
Yeah. So they're following them in canonical order. So Dragon Quest 3 comes out first. That'll be on November 14th, 2024.
Hmm.
And then next year will be 1 and 2 remakes.
Hmm. Okay.
So just so yeah, and I was watching. It's like so they're releasing 3 first, but we're getting 1, 2, and 3. And they actually had the creator of Dragon Quest just sitting there. Boy, that guy looks like a sweet old man, honestly.
Aw.
And he was holding his slime and he was explaining everything. And he's like, okay, so this is the first one, and da 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 da. I'm like, oh, okay. So that will be coming out. That actually may be a sleeper that people will not be thinking about when the time comes. I think it'll do well, but it's one of those, yeah.
Okay.
So there's that. Next up is Funko Fusion. Nobody cares.
Nobody
Moving
cares.
on to another remake.
Hmm.
Luigi's Mansion HD 2
Oh my
HD.
God.
That actually drops. That drops next week.
Why do they keep on doing that? Do the new one, you bastards. I guess.
Well, they're also again. So a lot of these things with Nintendo right now, yeah, they're doing a lot of padding.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what's coming next year, and they're working on new games on that, in my opinion.
Hmm.
So they're trying to stretch out the Switch. They have a target they want to get to on units sold in mind, and there is a legitimately good chance they're going to hit that target. And yes, it is Remake-a-Palooza. I understand that, and I'm frustrated too. But I get where they're coming from. Are you going to waste all of these good games on your system that you're about to replace?
Right.
Yeah. Also, if the rumors of the Switch 2 being backwards compatible are true, this makes more sense to keep doing these, because then you buy those, it's like, oh, I didn't finish that game. I'll just take it over to my Switch 2.
Hmm.
So, I don't agree. I'm with you. I feel it's very tiring, but I also get it from Nintendo's perspective. And also, if they don't have games out, people are like, there's a game coming out, man. I want a game.
I love how you go into that group.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that one looked good. I heard good things about Luigi's Mansion 2. So, I mean, it gets some nice graphical upgrades, and, you get your Ghostbusting action.
Yeah,
whatever.
well, it is. It
Who
is.
am I to judge?
Look, I'm not complaining about the games. The games are fun for what it looks like, but I feel like they're repeating the same thing.
Yeah,
But that's
and
fine.
also, well, I mean, at least they're trying to, when they do remakes, they're trying to do something different with them. Like, they're actually putting some effort into them, unlike some people.
Right. Oh.
So, at least they're doing that. Okay, next up is the new Denpa Men. I don't know what that is. I don't care. If you're
What?
cool, cool.
The
I
what?
don't know. It's like they're dressed up as like weird characters, and it's Japanese and shit. So whatever.
Okay.
It's an RPG. This is from the site. The new Denpa Man is an RPG you can adventure with such people as your friends. Unlike other RPGs, your adventure companions aren't in the game. They're all around you. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Metal Slug, as of late, is kind of having a weird renaissance / change-up.
Okay.
If you saw during the Summer Games Fest, I forget which company did it, they're going to be doing a Metal Slug's Tactics game, which I saw a demo, I saw an explanation of it, and while I was pumped at first, I started watching it, and I kind of lost interest because it looks like every other tactical RPG I have played with a Metal Slug coat of paint. So, if you're into those games, cool. I kind of lost interest when I found out it looks very samey. I'm not saying I don't like tactical RPGs. Obviously, I like them a lot. But I feel like we're going to hammer that genre into the ground again if we're not careful.
I'm so
And
surprised
we're
that you're.
approaching oversaturation points.
Honestly, I'm surprised that you say that because you are like that. Like
I
you
know.
Like the...
Yeah.
Uh, like I remember a lot of my friends back in the days like, oh yeah, it's a tactics game, and they didn't get out of the tactics game immediately. Oh, there's more games than just tactics. No mames.
Well, see, the thing is, I was watching this and I'm like, okay, this could be an interesting spin on the genre because Metal Slug is known for its just like crazy arcade shooter action. And
Right.
I'm like, so we're going to take that type of mindset and we're going to apply it to a tactical RPG. I'm like, this could go somewhere. I kind of like where this is going.
This
And
could
then I saw it and I'm like, it's like every other one.
Yeah, no, that's I never liked them. Honestly, I'm one of the people that don't like those because they're boring. Honestly, on my end,
But the tactical,
yeah, they're boring for me. For me,
I I enjoy. I'm still waiting for like a hybrid of like real time with them. I think if you put a little more real time into there and you make
Mhm.
it actually like you can't like plan your game out, like you have to react to people doing things,
mm-hmm,
that gets more interesting. That's
mm-hmm.
why when it comes to if I had to choose between turn based and real time, I am 100% real time. I love that. Just okay, so you're trying to plan, you're trying to get all your shit done. Oh my god, there's a bunch of people coming after me. What the hell am I gonna do?
Right.
Like that spontaneity makes it very interesting because you can plan and game out and you can do all that stuff. Normally, when I play a tactical game, I'm kind of hooked on a story or there's some quirk to it that I like that I find interesting.
Hmm. I just feel that they're
Like if
very
we're gonna go
samey.
by, they are to a degree, but it's usually like you have to find a good story or a good beat hook for that, like a story beat. Like Advance Wars, I loved Advance Wars. It is very much a template for what a tactical RPG is.
Right.
Not dispute that, but I still like it. But I know what I'm getting into, but it's like I feel like we're hitting oversaturation on these. Anyway, side note to that, because what I'm actually talking about is there's another one of a Metal Slug, and this is what I'm saying. They're kind of having a weird experimental period. It's called Metal Slug Attack Reloaded, and it's Metal Slug with tower defense, which now sounds a lot more interesting than the tactical RPG, because now you got that Metal Slug shooter zaniness applied with a tower defense game.
Hmm. Okay.
Like, that one, I'm like, all right, that might be interesting, but I don't know if I'm going to pick it up day one. I kind of need to see some more to be convinced. But I'm kind of like where I was with the strategy side of it. It's like, all right, that might actually be interesting.
Hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
I mean, I don't think anybody's going to argue if they suddenly came out and said, we're going to do a new Metal Slug, like classic. Like, yes.
Well.
Yeah. Moving on the list here, there is a game called Darkest Dungeon 2.
Oh.
It's a roguelite, so I
Oh.
instantly tuned out. Turn-based
Oh.
Road Trip of the Damned is the promo on this, and it's like, I could give a shit less.
Oh God, that sounds
Once
familiar.
you use the word once you use the word roguelite, I just tune out.
Ghost Can said Metal Slug dating sim will sell millions. Yes, we all want to thank the chicks. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, and they are. Oh, the waifu a go-go is out on that one. I saw the trailer. It's like, damn.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw some of it, but it's like whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, that one. The Darkest Dungeon comes out on July 15th. Yay. For you, Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack, folks. Couple of new games for you. You have the redundant Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past Four Swords, which basically you get the Four Swords expansion with the Link to the Past that you get for the Super Nintendo pack already. So whatever. Basically, if you want to hear Kid Link screaming in your game, you can get the Link to the Past to that.
Okay, cool.
Or you can play it normal, like normal people do. However, what does make this one actually would be an interesting pick. Metroid Zero Mission is going to be is now available on the Game Boy Advance simulator.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one was a really good one. It was like very formulaic, and then at the end just had a real twist that kind of like turned into a survival game.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was I would definitely, if you have Nintendo Switch Online expansion and you never played Metroid Zero Mission, please give that a shot. It is really that good. It's short. It won't take you long. If you cry, and then you get the difficulty. Then you get some true Metroid action. Yeah. Moving on. The next one is this one requires you to get a mature section of the Nintendo. They have a N64 mature version, You have to download. You can't get it from the regular N64 packet on that.
Okay.
And the games that they have on there are Turok Dinosaur Hunter, a
Okay.
classic,
Mm-hmm.
and Perfect Dark.
Yeah. Huh.
What we got here? Ghost Hand. It's so weird that Perfect Dark is now essentially a Microsoft franchise. We still have the 64 version being advertised. Yeah, but I mean, it was made for the Switch, and actually, I heard the emulation on that's not great.
Interesting.
So, yeah. I honestly, I've always said, if you had to choose between GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, I was always kind of like, yeah, bring Perfect Dark before GoldenEye. I thought that was the more interesting of the two franchises.
Yeah, but people needed the fucking the golden eye.
We needed the Friday nights again.
I want my pizza.
But yeah.
Well,
Well, I can get pizza. I have it in the fridge right now, actually.
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard the Xbox version. Yeah, I've heard that. And that's fine, but it's like, I mean, it makes sense you're going to put that on there. Look, I get the expansion pack. I know exactly where I'm going for.
Mm-hmm.
Blast Corp, baby. We are going to be dropping that J-bomb like left and right like it's not 1998 again.
Yeah. Oh.
Kurtman, welcome in, by the way.
I will translate that. The kids are gonna know what camping on Perfect Dark is. I never played Perfect Dark. What the fuck?
You never played that?
Yeah,
You
they're
didn't?
gonna sacrifice me. Okay. Sacrifice me, it doesn't matter.
Whatever. I mean, it was a fun game.
It's just that,
I think
remember...
Tom Baker actually does voiceover in that. That stopped order tracks.
Laptop. Wait! What does that even mean, Paco?
Never
Okay.
mind.
I don't know. I'm very confused. What is he saying? Anyway.
Let me see something here.
The music is weird.
I'm checking something. Oh, yeah, it's definitely an old game.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see something here.
I'm talking about the music that I put it on the back.
Mm.
It's weird. I don't know, but well.
Yeah, I think Tom Baker either did like voiceover for like the British ad or he actually is in the game. I'm not sure. I can't confirm that. So you could get some Fourth Doctor crazy in that game if you play your cards right.
Wow. Well, he's a crazy old
Yeah.
boot, so it makes sense.
Oh, hey, Tom Baker is a British treasure for a variety of reasons. All of them crazy.
Didn't he do something with... What was that book? World C? He did something, right?
No, I think that was somebody. I think you're thinking Simon Pegg.
Oh, yeah. Oh, mixing my British people.
He did do an audiobook. He did do an audiobook, but it was Doctor Who related, so.
Oh, I know.
It was
I
really
don't.
good, too.
I do not judge. I do not doubt that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think he actually wrote the damn book, too, so it was like Tom
Sure.
Baker's perspective of the Fourth Doctor with other characters. It's like, yeah, that tracks. Speaking of more tactical RPG action, Phantom Brave: The Lost Hero is coming out 2025. It's by the guys that do Disgaea, so yeah.
You don't care.
There again, it's getting a little oversaturated. Not gonna lie.
You're not. You don't care.
All right,
Yes, please.
now it's my turn to have fun. All right, so if we go back to the last stream, Enduring British Man, which one? There's like three. No. If you watched Doctor Who Ghost Hand, trust me, you'll see what we're talking about. That dude is just textbook crazy.
The third Doctor is my favorite.
Yeah, but he's
Anyway.
the Fourth Doctor. Anyway, a couple of weeks ago, I think during when they announced the characters from SNK going to Street Fighter 6, I said at the time, you know what'd be great? Why don't we get the Marvel vs. Capcom games and actually put them out so we can play them again? Because we got the crappy Origins one, and I'm like, no, I want the originals. Somebody must have heard what I said in that. Because literally during a Nintendo Direct of all things,
Yep.
Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics was announced.
It He was happy.
Yeah, this is me, like, literally when it happened.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, huh. Huh.
So, I do have some more information on this. I kind of found some more info out. These are going to be done in-house. Let America rejoice. Well, as long as you don't have to put a picture of Rugal Bernstein on the counter to say player ban, we should be good there, Ghost. What was I going to say? A couple of more things about this. Capcom will be doing this in-house. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it's not just you guys. It's a lot of people. But I know it's big in Brazil. Capcom is doing the development in-house. They are going to have... So, if you want to play as... Like, we'll take the X-Men Children of the Atom. That's right, we're getting this game again, guys. You will be able to play as Juggernaut and Magneto without cheat codes. They will be automatically selectable.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's kind of the trend there. You're going to be able to play as Cyber Akuma from the X-Men Street Fighter debacle. That's going to be nightmarish. There will be rollback internet for those of you that want to play that. There's going to be art and all that stuff. I think there's only one character for Marvel vs. One of the Marvel vs. Capcom games they can't get in there because it was a license of a license in Japan. That's how crazy that got. It was like a little shoehorn character they put in there for kicks and giggles, but they can't do that for reasons. Nobody's going to complain if that's what we don't get. Nobody's going to complain. It is coming out to PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. There is no Xbox version being made, to which I say, get used to that. There's going to be a lot of that coming soon, guys.
Yeah, probably. Sadly.
Because most of everybody's that bitches about, like, oh, you're not making it on Xbox. It's like, you bought it on Steam. What are you complaining?
Yeah, like, you can play it on Steam. You have, like, most Xbox people don't have an Xbox anymore. I have a bunch of friends that have the
Exactly.
the fucking pass. They have a computer for that. So what's the point?
Yeah. And also at the same time, for those of you that need a beat 'em up, yeah, that was awesome. Did you see that, Ilya?
Oh yes.
Like, I have never seen two characters so happy to handshake.
Yeah, I love that. Like, somebody like just cut that and put it on green screen, and everyone is doing crazy shit with that. It's awesome.
I'm surprised nobody's done a Predator reference yet. It's
Oh,
like,
you
Cyclops,
did.
Ryu, my man!
You son of a bitch.
Ryu, you son of a bitch!
There's also like the thing with Spider-Man and fucking Morgan, which I think is the sweetest fucking shit ever. That they're just like super friends, you know? I love it.
Yeah, it's like, how bad, you know how bad it is? Like, Morgan looks at MJ, it's like, I ain't touching that shit. Like, my cat's like, I tried, and they're like, yeah, you shouldn't have.
That like they ship him like it's friends, like they're super friends.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, Morgan, a succubus, is kind of like, nah, I'm not going to go near MJ on that one. I'm losing that fight.
She's like, mm-mm.
Yeah. Also, for those of you that need a beat 'em up fix for whatever reason,
Oh my god, I love
the
that.
Punisher beat 'em up that Capcom made for some reason will be included.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, huh. I didn't even know that existed.
Now, one
That's
thing,
cool.
somebody pointed out something. I didn't think about this, and it is a missed opportunity, but I don't know. They may be planning something else too. They could have put X-Men Mutant Apocalypse from the Super Nintendo and Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems, both Capcom beat 'em ups. They could have thrown them in this collection for good measure.
They missed an opportunity.
But no, they didn't, because honestly, the Punisher is an afterthought. We know what we're coming for the main course, and we're getting there. You're right. That might also be a reason why they're holding back on it. They may be doing like a beat 'em up generation. I kind of feel like they're going with that.
Makes sense.
So Ghost Hand says no, Alien versus Predator as well. Yeah. I feel like they're going to do like some sort of... They did like a beat 'em up thing a while back. They may be doing a volume 2. That may be where it lands. Which I'll be there for.
Makes sense.
But that will be coming out sometime this year. We will be getting a physical copy of this in this house. I don't care. I will kill people from that fucker.
Yeah, he will. Just beware. If there's like something in the news about like, I don't know, when is that out? November?
Yeah, it's like, and turning now to a story from Houston, Texas. A man was seen beating people up with a steel chair at a GameStop over a physical copy of a video game.
Let me tell you, if that's the way, is that the kind of event that makes us go back to Cleveland? I will take it. I will take it. That's fine.
It's like, this comic book character doesn't belong here. Shut your whore mouth. Crash. Give me that copy. He's not going to need it.
He's not gonna need it. He doesn't have fingers. My wife is breaking them. It's like, hey, you asked me to do it.
I could do it myself. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want to forget that pain? Give me a second.
Ah,
There, don't remember now, do you?
my leg.
That's right, folks. Major pain reference.
Oh, we're that old, huh?
All right, moving on. So that's coming out. Happy as a clam. Super Mario Party Jamboree comes out October 17th, 2024. So if you all hate each other, you can do that.
Yeah, yeah.
God, I miss talking my ghetto-looking fight stick to school. Marvel vs. Capcom tournaments being 13 ruled. Yeah, I have a fighting stick over here on my countertop, so I get you.
He does. He does. And when he plays, it's like, my niece loved that fucking sound. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's hot. So my niece is watching that, and I'm suddenly like, I'm playing as Akuma, and it's like all of a sudden out of nowhere, die 1,000 deaths, and just beating the shit out of one person, and she's like looking at it like, this is awesome. It's like, wow, you are my niece.
yeah, she is. They don't
You
call
should be
her little.
afraid.
They don't call her little Ely for no reason. It's like, oh well.
I joke, which like if she like when she gets older, if she spends a summer with us when we move back to Ohio and I'm teaching again, like she might come over to the studio and all that. I'm thinking, and I get to see your brother. It's just like, I think she went for a few months. She should be okay. And then all of a sudden, Wild Thing from like John Moxley's intro plays, and she just walks out like, I'm ready to kill things. It's like, oh yeah, you spent time with your uncle, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. In a completely different spectrum, and you were talking about new things. September 26th, 2024, you will get that with The Legend of Zelda, or it should be The Legend, of Link, Echoes of Wisdom, because you play as Zelda in this.
Oh, I think that's the cutest fucking thing ever.
When I saw the gameplay is going to be much more puzzle focused, which is a nice change of pace from / kill kill. Not even going to lie there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, there's really not much to say on that one that hasn't been said already, so I'm just going to move forward. Oh, also, there will be, if you need another Switch Lite for whatever reason, there will be a Hyrule edition, which kind of looks like that one I have for the DS over here.
Oh.
That'll be out the same day.
Oh, cute.
Just Dance 2025. You were talking about that, Illy. It'll be out October 2024.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it'll be on the Switch.
I'll get it.
Yeah. Possibly on the Wii, too, from what I remember, so I don't know.
Gonna make you dance.
Yeah.
Dance, white boy, dance.
Lego Horizon Adventures
Uh,
comes out holiday 2024. I don't care. I already have it.
Yeah.
Stray will be coming over to the Switch in 2024 also.
Gotta look like shit, but cool.
Yeah. Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game, winter 2024, and boy, does that look generic.
That isn't that they were trying to sell it like a cozy game?
Whatever.
Wow.
Moving on, Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. This is apparently a bunch of Ace Attorney games coming together, some from Japan that are here for the first time. September 6, 2024. You can scream objection at people, and they will look at you strange. What's more?
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, let's see here. I'm not going to go through all of these. Romancing Saga, Revenge of the Seven comes out October 24th, 2024, if you need that.
Yeah.
And the grand finale of the Switch. Wow, we actually went through quite a bit of that.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, with a teaser date of 2025. And I will be perfectly honest with you, if that is not a Switch 2 launch game, I will eat my hat.
Probably gonna use your hand.
No, I've said that before and I've been wrong, so yeah, I should just get some tahini ready and just chew that thing down.
Keen, Valentina, I don't know, whatever you like.
Yeah. But honestly, the trailer looked pretty good. I mean, it is what it is. There's questions for Metroid nerds like me that are like, who's the guy with the Metroids flanking behind him? And, the gameplay looked like Metroid Prime gameplay. This is not a bad thing. And Retro Studios behind it, so I'm in. I didn't hear anything you just said, Illy.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I had my mic off for some reason.
Yeah.
Uh, I
Okay.
I was gonna say I enjoy the guy that actually fainted while watching that trailer, and I said like, bro, what the fuck?
I mean, okay, I get it. It's like Metroid Prime, cool, but we had a really good last game with Dread, and I kind of want more of that.
Right.
But I get it, but it's like I feel like it's like okay, they dragged this team. They had to restart development and all that stuff. I wasn't expecting. Everybody's like, oh, maybe this one time we'll get Metroid Prime 4, and it's like, well, you didn't. And now they got it, and they're like, oh, we told you. It's like, so you got 1 out of 100 things you said were going to happen right.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
that is what it is, and I think you were trying to do this. You there?
Honest to God, I thought that you were gonna be like more hyped by it, and you were more hyped by the SNK Capcom thing, which is totally
Well, the Marvel vs. Capcom, yeah,
yeah.
that's
Like,
on brand.
oh, sorry. It's all like that makes sense. He's a fighting guy, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like these are games I've wanted for years, and like I had that Marvel vs. Capcom Origins for the PS3, and I remember I bought it at the time. I'm like, where's X-Men vs. Street? Where's all these games? I'm kind of cheated in this, and then they put them out, and I'm like, finally, you fuckers did it.
God bless. God bless.
Yeah. Now, that being said, also, turning back to the fighting game thing here real quick, a lot of people are kind of like, okay, so we got the SNK stuff in Street Fighter 6, we got this collection. People are kind of starting to piece things together. Evo, SNK has apparently a big announcement, King of Fighters 15. A lot of people are like, I think Capcom versus SNK will happen. I really, truly think it will happen. But we will find out next year.
Yeah.
Whatever they're doing right now is what they're doing. But I think it's coming, and all signs that we're seeing with these releases and how things are kind of working between them, yeah, I think it is inevitable. I don't think we need it, but I really don't want it unless it's going to be like a dramatic shift. I don't think it will be. But I'd be cool with just SNK, Capcom versus SNK collection, and just be fine with that. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're 100% right. Mortal Kombat, well, that's because it's like Mortal Kombat 1, Absolutely Forgotten, Ghost Hand says, and he's 100% right because all it is DLC farming.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's so sad. But
I was more disgusted. I'm like, come on, Ed Boon, you kind of did some good shit for a while there, man. Why are you letting them do this to you?
because they're just like putting. Honestly, it is the game used to be good. I'm not saying it's fun for what the core it is.
No, Mortal Kombat X was actually a really good fighting game.
But going back to what it is right now, is just that there's nothing really legit. You have to buy fucking fatalities now. You have to buy characters.
Well, not only that,
now. Like,
mind you, let's see here. Yeah. Mind you, MK1 is a fine game. They just don't have a lot. No, you're 100% right because I thought when I first saw the Cameo Edition, I'm like, so it's Marvel vs. Capcom Mortal Kombat Edition. Cool.
Right.
And I mean, if you want that, all right. I didn't need it. I was like, why don't you refine the gameplay? You had some really good ideas. Why not do Injustice 3 even? Or something new entirely? I get it. You know, you got to go on brand. They need the Mortal Kombat. That's their thing. I understand that. But it became a DLC farm. Also, they got the wrong character from the boys for that game. I get it. Everybody likes Homelander. And I even said we were watching it. The Butcher, Billy Butcher, is much more in line with Mortal Kombat than the Homelander character is.
Yeah, I feel like Homelander is like overrated there. So.
Yeah, well, it also becomes redundant when you think about they have Omni-Man in there, who's basically Homelander with a mustache.
It's what I was thinking. Like, you already have one. It's Omni-Man. Like, put Butcher with a crowbar and be happy. That's it. But no.
Put Butcher with superpower in. Like, after he takes the Compound V, let that Butcher cook.
Jesus Christ.
It's like he just goes up to Katana like, right, love, so you have to understand, you're not about to have a heart anymore.
Can't wait. Oh, well. I need to watch that show.
Yeah. But, yeah, he's not wrong. And Mortal Kombat... Mortal Kombat 1 is just like hanging out in